Good morning, guys. It's Byron here. I just want to talk to you a little bit about the business situation here in Nova Scotia, and in fact in Canada, probably around the world for that sake. Um, but I'm more concerned about the business situation here in Nova Scotia. That's going to have an immediate, direct impact on my clientele and my friends, my neighbors, everyone. I don't think anybody's going to be not spared from this coronavirus outbreak. Basically, the business community has been shut down for all intents and purposes for now 2, 3, 4 weeks now. I can see this going on for at least 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe more. So I think it's important that we step back just a little bit and try to look at the perspective of the business community and the size of the small business percentage of businesses in Canada and in Nova Scotia. Everybody knows the rough population of Canada is around 37 million. We know that. But what most people don't understand is, in terms of the number of businesses in Canada, it's roughly 1.17 million businesses across Canada. 97.9% of that 1.17 million businesses is small business, which works out to 1.15 million businesses. Medium-sized businesses, though, that's any business that has more than 99 employees and less than 500 employees, is only 1.8% of the 1.17 million businesses, which works out to about 21,926 medium businesses. And large businesses only constitute 0.3% of the 1.17 million businesses in Canada. And that's roughly about 3,000 large companies that have in excess of 500 employees. So, the average small business owner in Canada make less than $75,000 a year, just to give you an example, an idea to try to frame in your mind as to what we're talking about here. In fact, employers that are making less than $40,000 a year, and yes, that does happen, are 4 to 1 to employers that make over $250,000. So 4 to 1, right? So that's a massive difference. Now, prior to the coronavirus, the failure rate of small business is 20% of them fail the first year, and 50% of the small businesses fail within 5 years. So that's a massive number of businesses that start up and fail in Canada prior to the coronavirus. So prior to the coronavirus, 7,000 businesses went bankrupt each and every year. If you listen to or read the reports from Goldman Sachs, the big investment stock company out of New York City, they're saying that businesses could go down 30%. Now, to put that in perspective, Nova Scotia has 30,000 jobs. Small business in Nova Scotia, roughly 30,000. If 30% of them fail as a result of this coronavirus, that's 9,000 potential small business gone. Now we're down to 21,000 small businesses in Nova Scotia. So you're starting to get the sense of the impact of what this is going to happen, what's going to happen to small business in Nova Scotia. It's going to be devastation. I don't think there's any businesses that are not going to be touched or felt by this coronavirus interruption to the business community. The devastation to business is going to be 500 times worse than the devastation as a result of death. Nobody wants to see anybody die, but the death of small business is going to be a devastation that we'll never ever see in our lives again. The good news is that there's lots of people out there, including myself, that have a value of a knowledge, experience, and expertise in business. Mine as a lawyer, I built multiple law firms. I was a lawyer, a prosecutor, a judge. I was also vice president of Fortune 500 company called Fidelity Financial for 5 years, and these industries and businesses taught me a tremendous amount. But one thing for sure is that when I got to law school back 35 years ago now, law school didn't teach me a thing about running a business, running a law firm. Everybody gets a little confused about, oh, you're a lawyer. Well, no, I'm actually a businessman. I'm a lawyer. I got to make money, right? So what I had to do back 35 years ago is I had to embrace a self-learning program that taught me how to build a business, run a business, maintain a business, and meet a payroll every week. At one point in time, I had 35 employees in 5 offices. So you learn very, very quickly about running an office, but they don't teach you anything about marketing. They don't teach you anything about business opportunities, strategies, so on and so forth. So I'm at the luxury in my life that I have the time and the ability to give back, and so what I'm doing is I'm doing 3 things that I'm going to contribute to give back to the business communities, to young entrepreneurs, young businessmen, independent contractors, whether you're a mortgage specialist, young lawyers, young doctors, young entrepreneurs. There's things that we can teach you. And so I'm doing 3 things. The first thing is that I've designed a specific daily goals planner that can help people develop certain habits to become successful. And it takes roughly 90 days. They say 66 days, but I really think it's really closer to 90 days, 3 months, that if you institute certain success habits, it will virtually guarantee that you will become successful. The problem in the young entrepreneurs, young businessmen, they've never ever self-taught themselves the success habits, nor have anyone in society taught them success habits. So I've designed a specific calendar, goals calendar, that is very, very simple. And it's, if I can find the front cover here, front cover looks like this, right? Daily Goals Calendar. And this is our logo, and it's based on Success Driven, which I'm creating right now a couple things. One's, we're in the progress of developing a video studio, high-tech video studio that I'm financing. I'm not looking for contributions. This is my way to give back to the community and the business community. And we'll be doing 3 shows a week, one on success habits, one on young entrepreneurs, and one on a Q&A. Now, unfortunately, the coronavirus has set us back, so we're probably realistically looking at June to get that up and going. That's number 1. Number 2 is where I'm building a high-end class website that's going to have a tremendous amount of resources on it. And it is designed for people to go there to learn general principles on success habits, and they can follow through the website. It's very, very user-friendly. And the third thing I'm doing is that I'm just in the end of completion of a book that I'm writing. It's called Always Forward, Never Back. To give you an idea, that's really the front cover of the book. And we spent a lot of time designing that and coming up. Kudos to Creative Curb, which is a marketing and branding company that I've chosen, retained to do a lot of these things for me. And I'm looking forward to getting it established, getting it up and going. In the interim, what I'm going to do, because we're really 2 months behind, is I'm going to periodically shoot out some videos on business to with the sole goal of trying to help people. So that's it in a nutshell. Um, I will show you the how to use this daily goal planner in a separate video, and I think you'll enjoy that video. And hey, we got to get going. We got to expand. We can't stop. Business communities can't stop, man. You got to be creative, be innovative, come up with ideas, think out of the box. There's a lot of smart people out there. Don't be afraid to ask people, hey, give me some ideas on how I should structure my business. How should I brand my business? How do I set up goals? What's my day? How should my day look in terms of, and the website, I've collected a number of top-notch coaches and mentors in the business community that have agreed to align themselves with me to help our business community get to a point that it's going to get back on its feet and get going. So stay safe, my friends. Stay home wherever possible, and stay strong. Cheers.